Hello again. So today I'm going to do some of the boring stuff. I'm going to look at rudiments. Ugh, yeah, I know, right? So rudiments, yeah, they're a bit boring, and I have to admit, well, they can be boring when we start off. I actually personally love rudiments. Yeah, sad, I know. But they're a bit like scales and other instruments. The scales are the foundations of your playing. Obviously on pitched instruments there's certain notes, knowing what notes to expect, whether it's working out what fingerings, whether it's cello, violin, trumpet, clarinet, flute, whatever it is, working out how to play them. Obviously with drums, we can't do certain pitches. Yes, we've got higher and lower drums, but not specific notes. So what we have instead are the rudiments, which in terms of drumming, I would say they're actually quite similar. On obviously tuned instruments, we're doing fingerings. On drums, we're doing sticking. If you don't know what sticking means, sticking is the order you play with your hands. So usually, if you're right-handed, you will lead with your right hand. If you're left-handed, you will lead with your left. I'm right-handed, so if you're right-handed, you can copy my ideas. If you're left-handed, just flip them. It's as simple as that. So the first one to look at is the single stroke roll. This is the very first thing you should learn as a drummer, is the single stroke roll. Just like the name suggests, singles or single, it means one. So you're playing one with each hand, like this. So that's the singles. Next up is doubles. Once again, hopefully you've picked up on this. As the name suggests, doubles, if you've got double of something, it means two. So this time we're playing two on each hand, like this. So that's the doubles. Next one, I would say it's probably the most famous rudiment. If people don't know drums, they still have heard of this idea. It's called a paradiddle. Specifically, this is a single paradiddle. If you watch the future videos, there are other paradiddles. But paradiddles, absolutely fantastic rudiment. These work around the drum kit on so many different ideas, whether it's fills, rock riffs, swing riffs, samba rhythm, everything. Paradiddles work so well on. Paradiddles are a mixture of singles and doubles. The first half of the rhythm being one of each hand, the second half being doubles essentially, or two on a hand. The reason they're called paradiddles is apparently it sounds like paradiddle. You're doing paradiddle, paradiddle. The diddle being the double. Anyway, this is how they look and sound. So that's the paradiddle. Next ones, which are the grade 2 rudiments, as well as obviously single, doubles and paradiddles, we have flams, drags and roughs, or 4-stroke rough. These are, I describe them as pre-notes, so they're before the main note or the beat in most cases. So the flam is just one singular ghost note, a ghost note being a smaller note, shall we say. You're not going to play it as hard, it is physically written smaller on the music as well. This is how a flam goes. So that's the flam. Next one, a drag, has just got two pre-notes, or two notes before the main one. They're kind of played like doubles, so there will be two with one hand and the final hit being with your other hand, like this. Last but not least, the 4-stroke rough, or just rough, if you can't bother to say the whole thing. It's kind of just like doing 4 semiquavers or 4 16th notes. But instead of playing them normally, like a single stroke roll, you're playing the first 3 smaller, quieter, and the last one with more emphasis. So this is what it's going to look like and sound like. So now I'll just play through all of them for you, all 6 at a slightly faster speed or tempo, just so you can see how they will sound like when you practice them a bit more. So there you go, that's the grade 1 and 2 standard rudiments. Look out for my grade 3 and 4 rudiments if you want to look at those ones also. Otherwise, see you next time!